Wolfpack watches? What's that? We're live. Let's do it.
It's been decades. We've been supporting triathletes through daunting endeavors in the most grueling of conditions. With you on fatigue-filled training sessions and exhilarating race days. We remain consistent. Our craft unwavering. We're here to watch you improve and to conquer. Our heritage lives on. Welcome to the Ohana.
Yeah, what up, everyone? Happy Friday. It is Friday, May 22nd. We made it. I'm sorry I'm scrambling a little bit. I got my work gloves because I was just telling Tim in the waiting room we're moving warehouses. So it's all hands on deck type thing. So happy Friday. And we'll wait a little bit for some of you guys to join on so we don't have to repeat ourselves too much. But it is Friday. What are the races going on this weekend? We'll have Tim on here. He probably knows all the races. What's going on? A couple things before we bring him on. First off, you guys saw the message about the World Championship kits, and so that's twofold. What's up, Linda Rich? There's twofold. So first off, you need to have Team Zoot within your Ironman profile. You should have it in there if you're part of Team Zoot and you want any of the perks we give you, specifically the Ironman free entries. How we earn our points for free entries are for every person that's on Team Zoot, registered and racing as a part of Team Zoot in an Ironman event. We earn credits towards free entries, and then we raffle them off to you guys. So I think I said it before, we gave about 200 something away, 213 I think this year so far. We gave away free entries to Ironman and Ironman 70.3 races, and they've been working a lot harder at making it easier for us as the club leaders to share our information. So if you're registered with Team Zoot under Ironman and we're going to an event, I could pull down and see every Team Zoot member that's racing. And if we have anything specific, I could send it to you directly via my email just to ensure you don't miss out. So please make sure you do that. And in turn, for those fast people that have qualified for the NICE 70.3 World Championships or the Kona World Championships this year, yet again, we are going to give you guys the opportunity to race in a special edition P1X race suit like we did last year. And then if you want to customize your name, I think it's a $25 charge. They have to set a separate art file for each individual suit that's made. So that's why we charge that extra bit if you want your name on there. But the suit's going to be for free for you guys, and we'll ship it to you guys for free, I think. Let me double check that. But it's really cool because I've seen a couple other teams start to do this as well for the World Championship racers. So I'm glad that our programs are bleeding into other clubs and teams. That means they're looking at us, seeing what you guys are doing, and trying to mimic it, which is pretty cool, actually, I think. So what's up? Also, what else do I got for you guys? A couple things before we bring Tim on to talk about form. We will be bringing, and the East Coasters on here will know because in the Mid-Atlantic, these guys are going to be coming on as a Team Zoot partner. They're actually a really cool story. We'll have them on how they started this brand, and they sent me a box, and it's really good, actually. So, getting that protein in after your ride. Riley's trying to shoot me with a Nerf gun, by the way. Hey, that's not very OSHA safe. He's just mad that because I almost dropped him. He knows his time's coming. His time's coming next week. So we're moving again. Dave, Rude, we are not moving. We are moving. I guess whatever. It's not news. We're moving the Castelli North American office that is in Portland. They are going to be coming down here to our Carlsbad office. So we're going to be in one spot. We're going to bring inventory from both brands and keep them here. So there's a building that's across the kind of in the same parking lot that they will We will all be sharing, so it's bigger, better, everywhere. So, Paul, I've had their protein bars. They're very good. Sweet. Yeah, I thought they were pretty good too. And we've kind of had a void on that space since Picky Bars. And you guys are going to now be able to buy them at a discount. So sweet. All right. Without further ado, let's bring Tim on. You guys know Tim from, he's double dipping. I call double dipping. He's our rep for not only Form goggles, but also Tri-Rig. Former, like, I'm going to talk some smack because he can't say anything right now because he's not on the thing, but he could hear me. So, like, were you like, maybe he was like a backpack pro? He was pack fill in the pro field. And he still rides a lot. He's thinking about doing some races as an amateur. So look out if you're in his age group. Recently moved to Boise. And what else? What else about Tim that I could say? He used to like wearing that Rafa stuff, like all those other guys. Who knows? Overpaying for just to have a band on his shirt. And then what else? No. Anyway, so he's with Form. We're going to talk about Form because they have a new release. We have some new codes. And if you're curious about the codes, the most up-to-date codes, I just updated them. They're on the discount PDF. Check it out. And again, it's the codes are always very fluid because the brands change their codes for us. Something gets leaked, whatever the case may be. So if you ever have any issues with the codes, email the brand, email us, and we'll get it fixed for you guys so you guys could check out their stuff. Now, I have been a Form fanatic and Form fan for, I'm like, I think I'm OG, like even before Tim worked there. But I use these bad boys. I'm still a Gen 1 user, which is pretty cool. Like, I love these things, and they are really a no-brainer. If you swim with a group, maybe they're not for you for everyday thing, but they're definitely would be for you for race day. And if you swim solo, you 100% should be wearing these things because I pair my Form goggles with my H2O, the waterproof ones, and then just knock out like 1 billion yards in one session. So anyway, let's bring Tim to the stage. What up, Tim? How you doing today, my friend?
Good.
Good. Are you in your new digs in Boise or what? How's Boise treating you?
Yeah, it's been good. I've been here for almost 2 weeks now. I'm actually going back to Boulder on Sunday to get the rest of my stuff, but also I'm racing Unbound Gravel next weekend. So
Unbound. I forgot that's coming up. Our guy Kevin, don't let an old dude wearing Zoot. I mean, he's not that old, but he's way older than you. Don't let an older gentleman wearing a Team Zoot gravel kit destroy you because he's like strong like bull. That dude, his name is Kevin. So if you happen to run into Kevin and his daughter's doing it at Unbound, make sure you say hi. But yeah, awesome. How are you feeling for Unbound? You feeling good?
Yeah, it should be all right. The move has been hectic, so haven't trained as much as I want to. But last year I raced it and I crashed and broke a bone in my hand. So as long as I make it through this year with no crashes, no broken anything, then I'll be happy.
That's a big W. Tim is the man. But you have some of your. I didn't know your family was on here.
Oh yeah. Anyway. Also, well, while we're on the topic of racing, so Mark's little pack fill comment there. So look at this. 70.3 La Quinta, right?
Wait, this is you? Hold on.
Yeah, the first year they had it. You see this right here? You see who biked? See who biked within 40 seconds of Lionel? Yeah. That's not pack fill. I got 4th in a pro 70.3.
Wow. Who are those other guys?
Well, you don't need to worry about that. But Lionel was there.
No,
I had you can also look at Santa Rosa from the next year. I got I think it was 7th. Sam Appleton won. Tim O'Donnell I think was 2nd or 3rd. Butterfield.
7th. Tim, that's pack fill. Butterfield is like
If you're
Butterfield is
getting
like
paid by Ironman, the stingiest brand out there with pros, then you're not packed up.
Butterfield. He's old, dude. You can tell him I said that. Come on.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
kudos to you. Yeah, kudos to you. All right. Vondercheck was on that. Did you race Vondercheck, huh? Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about the goggles. So you guys have a new goggle out, and
Yeah, we
now
did.
you have 3 versions.
Yep.
First off, let's start with how Form came to be. Just give us the quick, for those people who don't know, what Form is, how it came to be, and kind of where you guys are at right now.
Yeah, sure. So, Form launched their first product in 2019. That was Smart Swim 1. Mark still swims in those because something with the display or the eyepiece.
That's my handsome face structure or something. I have no idea what it is, but the way that the display is on the new one, I don't know, maybe my eye sockets are narrow or something, or wide, or my Neanderthal brain it just kind of contorts the view on the new one. So they're not perfect for me, but the older ones, they do just fine, my friend.
Yeah,
so
we still
I always hit up Tim. I was like, dude, don't sell them. You got to send me some more, just so I could hoard them and use them forever. But maybe the 3rd version will work for me. So we'll see.
So I still have some Smart Swim 1 in my closet, brand new. It's just set aside for Mark. But other than that, we don't sell them anymore. So that was in 2019. And then we launched Smart Swim 2 in 2024. And then since then, in, I want to say, August of last year, we launched Smart Swim 2 Pro. And then around 10 days ago or 12 days ago, we launched Smart Swim 2 Lite, which I'll go over with you guys, the whole lineup. But that's kind of been the progression of the company. I kind of like to say, if you want to think of the one-liner is a Garmin in your eye or any smartwatch in your eye. So it's giving you all your real-time metrics using our augmented reality display. And it's really cool the way the display works in the water. It sort of projects 5 feet in front of you, so it's almost like you're swimming through the display, which is really neat. It can be a little bit trippy or distracting at first. We definitely recommend people try it for 4 or 5 swims to get used to it. And we have a great 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can always buy them, give them a try. If you don't like them, just send them back and you get your money back. So
if you don't like the Form goggles, you talk to me. I don't know. There's a couple things that are going to be different, and let's just call those out first off, like the visibility is not as good as like the Magic 5s, right? Who is another Team Zoot partner, but they're not designed to be like that. What are you doing looking at other people in other lanes anyway? Don't worry about it. Focus on yourself. You got a workout to do. And you kind of get used to that real quick, but that's probably the number one thing that the number one question that I get asked is like, well, the visibility is not super great. I was like, bro, you're not reading a book. You're just like, you're in your lane. You can see it. It's the peripheral visibility is the thing. But like Tim was saying, the heads up display is like, if you ever driven in a newer car, not like my jalopy out there. They didn't have this technology in 2007, but the heads up display in your car, it's kind of just like that. So if you have a heads up display and you kind of see through it, it's in there. But the coolest thing about it is like, you could just swim like a total dummy, which is, I feel like, the thing that people don't kind of realize until they're swimming in them. It's like, you don't have to think. There's workouts in the app. It's all included. You could follow a plan. You could import your own workouts. You know, like, oh, what set is this for me? Is this the third one? Is this the third 300 or is this the fourth? It's all up on your thing. When you touch the wall, in between sets, it starts counting down your rest and then tells you when to go again. It's like, you don't have to think. All you have to do is like enjoy the workout, like zone out. If you got your H2O audio in there, you know, listen to some Fugazi or something. I don't know what you kids are into. But yeah, you don't have to do, for sure, you don't have to do swim math. And like,
Right.
I'm too dumb anyway. I'm like looking at some board and like, oh, we have to go on the what, the 220 or whatever. I don't even know it. That's like speaking Latin to me. And then I got to start calculating what I did and remembering stuff. Dude, it's like, it's so lame. That's like so.
Yeah, when to push off from the
olden
wall,
days.
and then all of the metrics to look back on for yourself or for your coach with the heart rate or your distance per stroke, strokes per minute. And then obviously with the racing too, like having the swim straight makes a massive difference as well. So why don't I'll show you sort of the comparison chart so that we can kind of talk through our three offerings.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, the swim straight is unreal. If you guys I was showing a couple of people at our Crowy camp in the springtime, which, by the way, look on the app in the community forum here. There is another one in August. I wish I could go, but I can't. But I was showing some people when we did our open water swim how the swim straight works and just how easy it is to just to check out a point, whether it's a buoy or a landmark or something, and then just get that number, and you're sighting a million times less, and you're swimming way straighter than you would otherwise. So it's pretty cool. All right, so let's bring these bad boys up here.
Yeah, so I just want to start by saying, so all of the differences between our three models comes down to the hardware. So just know that the software and the updates and everything is exactly the same across all three. So pretty much every feature that you can get in the Pro, you can also get in the LT version, with the caveat being if hardware is the constraint. And what I mean by that is the difference is LT does not come with a heart rate sensor. It's a great entry level price point at $149. And then you jump up to Smart Swim 2, which is our flagship model, and that comes with integrated live heart rate from your temple. And it's extremely accurate. And then from there you go to the Pro, which has the integrated heart rate as well as Corning Gorilla Glass, which is the only goggle ever made to use this glass. And I personally think it's well worth spending to get that glass. It's just so much more durable, and the life expectancy of the goggle will be at least twice as long. The other really nice thing is that it comes with anti-fog spray, and the anti-fog spray works extremely well on the glass in particular. It still works okay on the LT and the 2 model, but that sort of plastic material doesn't work as well as the glass.
So is the Gorilla Glass, like, is it actually glass?
As far as I know, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, sweet.
But it's not like it's not I guess it's not like a windshield where it would like break like that. I've actually never seen the testing where they were able to break it. Like, I don't even know. I know like you can take like a car key or a nail and try and scratch it and it won't scratch. But I haven't seen how like in their tests they were even able to break it. I'm sure they probably do it with a bigger piece, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's super awesome, that technology.
And speaking of the people always ask me, and I hear them ask you guys, like, well, how long are these supposed to last? And like, that's like saying how old are you supposed to live, right? Like, it depends on how well you take care of it. You guys ship them in a really nice case, and they come with a bunch of different nose bridge pieces. Mm-hmm. So if you have a skinny nose, fat nose, or anything in between, you could find the right fit for you. But it's a super awesome case. So if you're done with your swim, you're careful not to throw your goggles on the pool deck, and like I've seen people just kind of be really tough on those things. But if you're careful with them, and you take care of them and you put them in the case, they last for quite some time.
And that's even more applicable for the LT and the twos. The pros, you really don't even need to use the case if you don't want to, because you don't have to
Bro,
worry
don't say that.
scratching them.
No, I say use the case. Always use the case. It's always a good idea.
But yeah, it is a nice case that they come with. And yeah, this new, so basically you guys are the only ones that have a discount code for the LT version in particular. It's pretty unique and special that the goggles just came out and you guys still get a discount on it, even though it's a new product. Mark has those codes for you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. No, they're on the discount PDF in the group. So if you guys want to check them out, they're recently updated. So and if they don't work,
there are two different codes so that everybody knows. One code works for the twos and the pro, and then another code works just for the LT. Because it's new, yeah. It's a little bit different of a discount, but yeah, we're really stoked that we're able to offer the technology at an even more entry-level price point. And hopefully anybody that was on the fence before or was hesitating at all due to price or had friends, now they have this option. There's other goggles on the market. I mean, you mentioned Magic 5, but there's other ones from Speedo and different brands that now even the goggles that have zero technology display anything in them are now getting up to $80 to $95. So
oh really?
Yeah, so only paying $40 to $50 more and having so much data is just super valuable.
I got to pay that Katie Ledecky money,
Yeah, exactly. That must be what it is.
This is I mean, this too is, and let's briefly talk about what the goggle and the what do you guys call your app form? Is there like do you have a name for it? Just the format?
Format.
Okay, so check this out, guys. This is like, if you're just like swimming, like, oh, I'm gonna do 1500, I don't care, and I just want the goggles to track it. Okay, fine. That's how these guys started a little bit, but then I don't know, it's been some years now. They have, this is like the coolest training tool ever. And my goggles are, dude, truthfully, I haven't swam in a long time. I don't think I've swam since the Kona camp because, oh geez, let me try to pick up. Anyway, let me show you guys this real quick. Okay, so here's the app. You open the app, and I need a software update. It looks like. Here's my last little open water swim. Here's my up next. So it gives you, it basically just gives me suggestions based on my previous swims, what I need to improve on. If I'm building endurance, I could follow a plan, or I could just pick a workout. How many workouts do you guys have? You guys have like 1,500 workouts or something crazy?
Yeah, over 1,500.
Yeah, they have a ton of built-in workouts, so you could filter it. You're like, and for me, I always like to use the time filter. Like, oh, I only have 45 minutes to swim. Like, what do I want to do? Do I want to work on technique more? Or do I want to work on my endurance, my power? What do I want to work on? And then I could go through and pick out a workout that seems like it'll work. Usually they're the ones that have like less kicking in it, are the ones I tend to pick. But it's really, really cool. And if you want to geek out, it gives you a full breakdown and analysis of every single swim you do. You could import your training peaks. That's correct, right? If you have a coach that wants you to follow a certain thing, if you're swimming by yourself. So it's really cool. And like this was just a short, I think this was, we did a short swim. This was at the Kona camp. We swam out a few times and I forgot to turn my goggles on. We went out and back from the buoy a few times, but like this is with the swim straight on.
Oh, that's pretty straight. Nice.
Yeah, pretty straight, bro. This is gangster straight right here. So I don't know. My average pace though in the open water is like so slow. I think it's maybe because I stop and everything. But it gives you swim analytics, your stroke rates, all this cool stuff, which is rad. And people forget too. Sometimes I get people that are like, they grew up swimming or they swam in college or whatever, and swimmers. No, actually, I am going to throw some shade on you swimmers, because you guys are like, I mean this endearingly, but you guys are pretentious. And there's a lot of the swimmers are like, well, I'm not swimming with this. We never had this. But the guys at Form, the guys and girls at Form, the main guy that I used to deal with before Timmy came on, he was, how many times was Scott in the Olympics?
Twice.
Yeah, he was in the Olympics twice. There's the other guy that writes like the software for it,
Yeah,
isn't he? Doesn't he have he has a world record?
yeah,
Dude. And
yeah,
so like these guys are legit swimmers, and
yeah.
they developed this because they felt there was a need for it, and it's really cool, and it's really ideal for triathletes. And I feel like the biggest compliment too to the technology is you guys do it really well, and I know ever since you guys came out, there's a couple companies that have tried, but it's like it's basically like the budget version of,
Yeah, it's like a Temu Chinese version.
yeah.
It doesn't really
So
function
anyway,
very well.
yeah, let's go with some questions real quick. Jackie is on the Form goggles. Do you see the paid subscription to work with Training Peaks? I don't use the built-in workouts, just what coach sends me.
Yeah, so if you pay for the subscription, and by the way, when you go to purchase a pair of the goggles on the website, if you buy 1 year up front, it's $99. Usually if you buy a year, it's $120, or if you want to do month to month, it's $15 a month. The uploading to Training Peaks is free. You don't need premium. But if you want to bring in workouts from Training Peaks, like that your coach gives you, whether it's in the description or whether it's in the workout builder, then you have to have premium for that. And then you also need premium to have access to our workouts in the app. You also need it for head coach, which helps you with your head position, gives you a form score and everything. But you no longer need premium for Swim Straight. So that's one.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice too.
I don't even want to know what my form score is lately.
That's a free feature now.
It's probably like 100. It's like what's the highest form score you could have?
Yeah, 100.
It's probably just below that. No, just joking. And you know what's funny is I've turned a lot of people onto these goggles because I feel like if you swim by yourself, then you should get these goggles. And I have a twin brother, for those of you guys who don't know, and so I get a text. He's trying to throw shade on me, so I get a text from my brother, and he sends me that. I'm like, dude.
Nice.
I was like, all right, good job, dude. Yeah, 7,500. Well, there's a 3-mile open water swim in Long Beach up the road every year. And I did the 3-mile last year, and he did the 1 mile, and so I think he's trying to. I should probably start swimming, I guess.
Nice.
So who is that? I don't know if this is Karen or George. She's saying that he worked for a company that uses their glass on display, and you could hit with a hammer and it wouldn't break. Yeah, it's pretty robust, which is pretty cool. And the discount page only lists the LT and the 2. The
2 and the Pro, it's the same code.
There you go. There you go. Cheryl swam today. Kudos to you. Driscoll, super. Hey, Kevin, I'm not even going to say that. You could talk to Tim at Unbound. Okay, you could ask him he could rewrite software for you right there. How do these work for those that wear prescription glasses out of the water?
So
I'll give my answer, and then Tim could give his answer. It depends how bad your eyesight is. You're not reading text on a book, and you're just swimming. So you're not driving a car, so you don't need to see like exit sign or anything. For me, it's my eyesight's increasingly deteriorating as I get older, but it's pretty good. It's a dot matrix display, correct? It's like the little, like the old school dot matrix display. So it doesn't need to be uber clear as long as you could see the basic numbers and stuff. Like you would have to be like blind, 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 blind,
Yeah.
blind, 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 blind for them not to work. For them
Yeah.
not to work.
Also,
If
you can turn the display up and down as well. That helps some people. I will say too, that is a reason why we have the 30-day money back guarantee as well, just so you can give them a try and make sure they're going to work. We do have people that are like, oh, like for sure I need prescription, and then we give them a pair to just try out or demo at different events and stuff, and then they're like, oh, actually I was surprised I was able to see it. So I would say give it a shot. I mean, I swim, I wear contacts, but yeah, we don't offer a prescription, and I don't see us offering a prescription anytime soon. It's just really hard with the display to then also.
That would be like impossible, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could read the clock from your lane, then you'll be fine, right? Like at the outside one, that's a good one. Paul is asking how the swim straight works. So Paul, it's really simple. And they've made it way better, because before the first version, you'd have to like calibrate it, and then it wouldn't do it, and you'd be standing in the swim corral, and you'd be like breakdancing trying to get this thing to calibrate. You'd be like to the left, to the right, So basically, what it does is, I'll demonstrate on at least my. I won't do it on my Garmin. So basically, what it does is it sets, once you calibrate it gives you a horizontal compass. So in the goggle display, there's a compass, and as you move your head, the compass moves, right? 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120, and so forth, all the way, 360 degrees, all the way back to 0. So you're looking at this kind of compass display, and then as you're swimming or before you start, you see the buoys out, or you see a turnaround point, or wherever you're swimming to, and you say it's like, oh, it's at 90 degrees. And so
there's a little yellow arrow that points towards the number, like the 90, like Mark was talking about, or a little hash tick. And then you just wherever you want to swim, you just keep that yellow arrow, like wherever you want to go, and remember your bearing number, so that it doesn't matter whether you're looking up at it or looking down, you just keep that number straight. So like in that example that Mark gave, if let's just say your bearing is 90 and that's where the buoy is, or the shore, or wherever you're trying to swim, if you start drifting off towards 60 or start drifting off towards 120, well, then you're not swimming straight, because where you need to go is 90.
Yeah. And then when you make a turn on a buoy, you look up again and you pick another point, and so on. So it takes a while to get used to and trust it. But what ends up happening is you're sighting way less. So it doesn't mean you don't need to. I mean, obviously, you still need to be aware of your surroundings and all that good stuff when you're swimming. But for me, when I'm racing, especially in a race, it allows me to have better form for longer, because I'm not lifting my head, because I'm not that good at sighting. I'm not even that good at swimming. So it's almost like staying arrow in your bike, right? So like the longer and the more you could stay in that position, the more efficient you'll be. So it's really kind of cool. Whereas other people are sighting every 4 or 5 strokes, or whatever their cadence for sighting is. I'm sighting every like 40 strokes or something. Or way less. So it actually really is super, super helpful. I before they had the swim straight feature, I used to train in my forms, and I would race in my Magic 5s, and now I just solely train and race in my form goggles, which is pretty cool. So does it still require you to sight every 20 seconds or so? Nope. I mean, it's all preference.
So now, yeah, it prompts you, I think, to cite it's every 50 seconds or so.
Oh, it
But
prompts you now?
yeah, it's done that like for liability reasons, like since we launched Swim Straight. But
Oh,
to Mark's point,
maybe I haven't noticed it.
oh no. So what's interesting is it does kind of depend on your form. So for example, my form and maybe Mark's form, if you move your head enough while you're swimming, I'm not saying that's the best form, but if you move your head enough, it thinks you looked up to sight. So it won't even like prompt that screen. But if you're very good about keeping your head like you're just looking straight down into the abyss the whole time and you never like really bring your head up, then you'll probably get something that will prompt you to sight. We have to do that for safety reasons so that people don't like run into a boat or just try and never look up type thing.
Oh, so
Um,
I must swim pretty bad open water then, is what I'm hearing. So I don't think they'll be at 70.3
Now,
Pennsylvania.
right now, the only confirmed event I think that will be at is Kona. There's a chance we might be at like Super Tri Long Beach, I think.
Yeah,
But
they're locked out with because of Roca, guys.
yeah,
So Roca has an exclusive partnership with Ironman and Ironman events, and it's the same reason why we can't bring our wetsuits to any events, or when we used to sell at events, or any of our swim product at any events. Roca kind of just puts that they have an agreement with Ironman that they own that category, and they don't want to compete with anyone. They're just, maybe they're
yeah,
afraid. They don't want to compete. They're just scared, I guess. So, but they usually go to a few non-Ironman branded events, and
yeah,
then in Kona they'll expo outside of the expo area, which is kind of
yeah.
fun.
I would say though, if you kind of depends on where you're located geographically to your Zoot team captain, but all the Zoot team captains have a pair of goggles, and I believe most should also have another pair that they can lend out to demo. So maybe get in touch with your Zoot team captain, and if for some reason that captain doesn't have a demo pair, let me know and I can send them one.
Yeah, I mean they do have. I mean, if they're really, I mean, I don't. Just don't take my word for it. Don't get them if you don't want. But like, if you want to swim better and have more fun, then like for sure, I would at least try them out. So that I must say that my swimming had gone from like super sucky to like just like pseudo sucky now. So I'm just kind of like but at least I enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is, you know how boring it can get just looking at the black line in the pool. And I mean, we have some people that are like, man, if I forget my goggles, I'll drive back home and get them because I don't want to, I don't want to swim without them. So yeah, it is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's pretty cool. So check them out. Your guys' website's really built out great. A lot of information on there, and the app, like I can't stress how cool that how many features that app has on it, and how valuable it is, and to follow like a swim training plan or to input one is pretty cool. So
And if you want to look good on Strava, these are definitely the goggles for you as well because they do a cool like heart rate uh, pattern and like tracking it. You can also tell like what pros use our goggles, even if they're not sponsored. So like Lionel
yeah, I
uses them, even though he's no longer sponsored, and like Ben Hoffman, I think is one as well on Strava that
yeah,
wears them a
he
lot.
still uses them. Yeah, he still
Yeah,
uses them quite a bit. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So yeah, check them out, and give them a shot. And they give us a discount, and it's kind of like it's a no brainer. Plus,
yeah,
like, you don't want to be giving Katie Ledecky any more money. For who does she swim with? TYR Speedo,
yeah. I
one of
think
those
so.
two. I'm assuming.
TYR.
How about these guys? They don't need to sponsor anyone anymore, which is kind of cool. Their technology speaks for itself, which is really rad. All right, I saw that Jackie was on this chat, but I wanted to give a shout out to her. I know she is hosting or looking for people to ride up Glendora Mountain Road again. I think it's next weekend after Memorial Day. So if you guys are in, Timmy, have you ever done GMR up to Mount Baldy when you're out
No,
here?
I haven't.
Dude, you should come out for this and ride with Jackie. It's like it used to be a stage in the Tour of California,
Oh, nice.
and it is like it's probably one of the better climbs, just more fun. You know, they have you've probably ridden Palomar before here down here, right?
Yeah,
In San
yeah.
Diego. It's like way better than Palomar. Plus, it's it's pretty close relative to everything else. So, but yeah, man, check it out. So when are you jumping back on the start line after 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 Leadville, like a triathlon start line?
Oh,
You're gonna give it you're gonna give it a go again?
No, after Unbound, nah, I'm done. I have no events this year besides Unbound. I might try and do like a fall marathon or something, but other than that, I'm just keeping in shape for life. Been enjoying like going to the gym, just doing a little bit of lifting. I've been trying to do a bunch of walks because I know you're into walking.
Oh,
So,
bro, you want to go toe to toe with my walks?
no, I saw it last time. I've never seen somebody walk as many steps as you.
I don't even wear my Garmin half the time. I only wear it when I'm walking. Look at my hold on. Like my 7-day average, 18,000 steps average,
Yeah,
7 days, and that's
do you
me not
even,
wearing
do
a
you
watch.
even work? How do you have time for this?
You just less sleep, less sleep, lots of good audiobooks, and my dogs. You know, in the morning while my kids are still in bed and my wife's still in bed, I get up with the coyotes and just walk with the coyotes. But all right, maybe.
You said what races are this weekend? Shout out to Holly, season kickoff tomorrow, T100 Spain.
Yep.
Who else? You got Elliot Bach. He's racing Ironman.
Oh,
Lanzarote. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who else from Zoot might be racing Lanza, but that's cool.
That's true. Yes, and maybe if you guys give Tim enough, you could find Tim and give him some smack to tell him to come back out and start racing triathlon again, even as an age grouper. So he's not pack fill. He remembers what it's like. You know, you can't forget what it's like. You gotta race every once in a while just so you kind of remember.
I know it is
bring
true.
you back in.
Sport just keeps getting faster and faster, though.
That's right. Let's find out what tires Tim. Yeah, okay. Kevin, see, I told you Kevin's going to be doing Unbound. What are you running for Unbound?
Let's see. I'm running a Schwalbe 45. I'm trying to think what the specific is.
G1 Bite.
It's like it's a newer tire.
You're going to 45?
Yeah.
All right, bold move, dude. Let me answer this one other question.
I think it is the G1R, maybe.
All right. Kevin's probably running like a 50 on the front, like a 40 on the back or something like that. G1 RS Pro. There you go.
Yeah, last year I did 38. Do not recommend. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, do not recommend. All right, trying to understand the swim straight. Let's say you make a turn at the buoy and you sight to the next buoy to the goggles automatically identify. Well, it's a compass, okay? And a compass is 360 degrees from one point to another, just like a regular compass is. And so if you're swimming at 90 and you hit your first buoy and you're making let's say the buoy's on the right, you're making a turn. Now that next buoy that you need to do is now when you sight again, it's showing 130 degrees. Let's just say it's hypothetical, right? So now your bearing's 130. The next buoy's 130. So you could keep that buoy. So every time you turn, you want to look up and you want to resight. So if it's an out and back, it's super easy. If it's usually the triathlon swims are in a rectangle, so you're pulling up a couple times sighting, but the compass always stays the same. So it's basically just you're looking at a built-in compass on your screen, and then if I see this thing right here, this little this little window shade, say this window shade's my bearing and it's at 130 degrees, then that's what I want to keep it on the goggles. Pretty cool. But give it a try. It's pretty cool. Good luck, everyone. All you guys racing Unbound. I hope you get a chance to say what up to Kevin. He's a good dude. And again, all right, I appreciate you guys coming on. So thanks so much for the support that you give us throughout the years. And yeah, what else? Any words of encouragement you want to leave us with this weekend, Tim?
Get out and swim. Weather's been good everywhere, it seems like.
Tim Robbins right here, motivating everyone, one webinar at a time. We appreciate it, my friend. Thanks so much. All right, Team Zoot, we'll see you out there.
Thanks,
and good luck, everyone. Cheers.